Welcome to the Communication Skills Batch 431. I am your trainer, Miss Aisha. You can call me ma'am, or else you can call me by my name, that is Aisha. I have more than 5 years of experience in communication skills and spoken English. I have completed my master's in English literature and also completed my bachelor's in education. I have been taking spoken English and communication skill sessions with the Logic Labs more than 12 batches. And each of my students were very satisfied with my teaching. And regarding my introduction, just now I have given my introduction regarding my qualification. Coming back to my hobbies, I like reading books, doing drawing, and also watching movies. Now, if you're curious, which kind of movies will our mom watch? I will watch every kind of movies which is interesting to watch. It may be for the kids, it may be for the adults. Now, coming back to the communication skills batch 431. If you have any doubts regarding the session, you can directly mail to the support at logiclabstech.com without hesitation. I, your trainer, will guarantee you that you will get a response as quick as possible from the support team regarding the communication skills batch. If you're confused with the timings, if you're having any kind of issues while doing the payment, the support team will always be with you. So don't hesitate to mail to support if you're having any doubt. Now, coming to the information regarding our communication skills batch. As you all know, today is the 8th of September 2025, Monday, and today is the day one of our communication skills batch 431. The timings of the batch will be 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Daily 1 hour of session from Monday to Friday for 1 month. 4 weeks is equals to 30 days, which means 1 month. Now, few of my students will be confused here. Ma'am, can we be able to speak English clearly within 1 month? Do you think, ma'am, 1 month is enough for us? I'm not going to answer this question. I'm going to ask you all. Are you confident enough in yourself to believe that within a 1 month of practice of daily 1 hour and doing the homeworks, whichever I'm going to give you, practicing it for 30 minutes, do you all think we will going to learn English? What is your answer, students? Yes or no? Come on, tell me. I want everyone to be engaged with me in the session by using the chat box, or else you can use the hand that is given. If you want to speak, you can just raise your hand. I'm going to give you the chance to speak. Ma'am, voice is not clear. Now is it clear, Sheikh? I hope it's clear for everyone. Can you please check here from your side, Sheikh? Everyone, am I audible? Yes or no? Yeah? Yeah, I can see. Yeah, yes. So, with lots of dedication and believing in ourselves, guys, definitely we are going to learn the communication skills and the other skills which will comes under that. Right. So, you have to promise one thing to me, that you will do the practice of homework, whichever I'm going to give you once our session completes. Okay, that thing you have to make sure. Okay. And the course fees will be 1,888 INR and 20 USD. Guys, if you're having any kind of problem while doing the payment, you can directly mail to the support, or else you can just give a call on the first number, or else you can give a WhatsApp message on the first number, so that you can get the assistance from that particular number to make the payment. Clear, students? Now, the more basic information related to the session, 3 sessions will be considered as the demo session. From the fourth session, new Zoom link will only be shared with the paid student. Okay, 1 and 2. These 2 demo sessions will going to upload on the YouTube channel of Logic Labs Technologies. Coming to the third session, only live session is free to attend. If you need the notes, PPTs, exercises, which I'm going to share, then definitely you have to make the payment. No batch shift, no amount refund. Why is it saying no batch shift and no amount refund? Because sometimes you do the payment to the wrong batch number. So that's the reason. Be careful while doing the payment, students. Okay. And regarding the WhatsApp, you have to join the WhatsApp community, so that whatever the updates I want to give you all, you should be aware of that. Clear? And the support team will be available from morning 9 a.m. to evening 7 p.m. from Monday to Saturday. Do not hesitate to call on the second number, that is 8074509049, to get the assistant related to the any query related to our communication skills batch 432. Clear, students? You have any doubt till here? Any kind of questions you want to ask me? I'm giving the permission to my each and every student to speak, but make sure don't create the mess here. Speak one by one. And if you are not in a position to speak, no need to worry. You have to use the chat box. Okay, students, I have given the permission to everyone. Any doubts? Raise your hand to ask the questions if you have any. While I'm explaining something, guys, I may ask the question to you all. You should be able to answer me. I will give you a 1 minute of time to think about the question I'm asking, then you can answer it. Don't worry, like, ma'am is the one, she's just speaking, speaking, speaking. She's not allowing us to ask the question. No, students. Whenever I'll explain the topic, I'm going to give you a 1 minute to think, like what ma'am explained. Do I have any questions to ask to ma'am? Do I have any suggestions to give to ma'am regarding the topic? Do I want ma'am to include some more questions? If you have this kind of suggestions, you can give me, students. Okay, because we all are here for learning. Okay, never be shy in my session. For example, you have a silly question, ma'am, how can I raise my hand? You can ask me. Okay, don't be shy. Oh my God, others will laugh at me. No, no one will going to laugh at you. Clear, student. We all are here for learning. Keep this in your mind. Okay, then only you're going to learn. Never hesitate in my class. Never be shy. Never be afraid to speak with me. Okay, as this is not a writing skills, this is a communication skills. So you have to speak as much as possible. Clear, students? As much as possible, you have to speak. Don't think like, oh, ma'am will laugh at me. No, ma'am will not going to laugh at you. Okay. Don't think others will going to laugh at you. No, no one will going to laugh at you. Clear? So make sure that if you have any questions, you should ask me. It may be any silly questions, you can ask me. Don't be hesitate to do that. Okay. Now, if you are confused, what ma'am will going to teach in these 30 days. I have already given you the course content in the chat box. I hope you have seen it. If not, no need to worry. I am here to help you. So I'm going to share the screen with you all that is related to the course content so that you should be aware of the topics which we will going to study in our daily session. Okay, now this is the 4 week session, guys. Daily 1 hour of session. I'm repeating again for you all, Monday to Friday. And students, if you have special sessions, okay, I'm going to tell you before one day, and you have to join with the same link. Okay, what do you mean by special session? Which means Sunday or Saturday, I'm going to keep a session only for my students to speak on a particular topic. Okay, I'm going to say, see, student, this is the particular topic you have to study. Okay, so I'll be like telling environment. You have to speak 2 minutes based on this topic. So we will be having a special session on Sunday and Saturday so that you all can speak. If you are doing any kind of grammar mistake, any pronunciation mistake, I'm going to tell you, guys, stop. This is what you are doing wrong. Guys, stop. This is your grammar mistake. So this will be our special sessions. Okay. Now coming to the things what we're going to learn in our classes. This topic till here, guys. This we will going to do in our 3 demo sessions. That is D1, D2, and D3. Basics are very important, guys. So I'm going to start with the basics. What will come under the basic? It will come numbers. It will come common pronunciation. It will come how you can say the time. It will come how you can pronounce correctly the 12 months of the year, then how you can pronounce the 7 days of a week, manners, how you're going to greet based on the different types of greetings, what will be the types of greetings will be there, letters in English language, what do you mean by uppercase, what do you mean by lowercase, how these two are differentiated from each other, what do you mean by vowels, how you can pronounce the vowels, what do you mean by constants, how you can pronounce the constant, how vowels and constant are different from each other, what do you mean by phrases and clauses, how to form a phrase, how to form a clause, that we will going to do in this our 3 days of session, that is demo session, that is considered as the basics that every student should know before starting the communication skills. I hope it is clear to you all. Any questions? No questions? No. Okay, let me continue then. So, this is what I'm going to do in 3 days of demo. Okay, now moving on to the next, grammar. Oh my God, that's very important. If you are weak in written English, grammar is important. If you're weak in communication English, grammar is important because you have to understand how the sentence can be formed. What are the different types of sentences we have to use based on different situations? If you're weak in the written English, you have to know which punctuation mark I have to use in the particular sentence, right? In a particular passage. Parts of speech, oh my God, very important grammar. You should know what is verb, what is conjunction, where I have to use the conjunction, where I have to use the verb, what are the different kind of verbs will be there that I have to use in a sentence. What is introduction? What is the meaning of introduction? For example, we have a introduction here. Alas, A-L-A-S. Alas. What do you mean by alas? Is it is using for the sadness, it is using for the happiness, it is using for the excitement. This also you should know, students, right? Coming to the articles. Oh my God, my lots of students will be confused with the articles. Using of the, a, and. Yeah, you'll be confused. Ma'am, when we see the English movies, they'll say the. Why don't they say the? What's the difference between the and the? Do you know, guys, what's the difference between the and the? What's the difference between the and the? Any, like, you can just tell me generally. Yes, ma'am, we know. Yes, ma'am, we don't know. Just tell me generally. Not, no, not force for you. I'm not forcing you to tell me the correct answer. I'm not forcing you to tell the, perfect answer. No idea? Okay, Priyanka, no idea. Okay, no issues. So this is the confusion which you all will have. I'm going to tell that as well. What's the difference between the and the? Wait, use a and. Most of you will confuse in the writing skills or speaking. You'll be like, ma'am, I want an umbrella, or else I want a umbrella, or else it's like, I want the umbrella, or else I want the umbrella. What's the correct, ma'am? I'm confused. That is nothing but the articles, guys. Okay. Comes the determiners. Now, we will be confused here with the any and many. Okay. So, we'll be like, ma'am, when to use any, when to use many? What's the difference between much and more? Right? Have you ever confused with this? Yeah, someone is talking. Yeah, Patrick. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, Patrick.
Oh no, I wasn't talking. I was just confirming what you said. My bad.
Okay, so what I said. You
Yeah.
want to say something? Hmm?
No, you were talking about the difference between much and more. So it depends on the context. So it may have the same meaning, but depending on the context, you may not use the same words. So I was just confirming what you were saying.
Definitely, Patrick. Patrick is right, students. Okay. They
Thank you.
both have the similar meaning. Okay, they both have the similar meaning. For example, we are eating a dessert. Okay, so whenever we eat the dessert, it's sweet. Okay, we know it may be gulab jamun, it may be jalebi. We know, oh, these two are sweet. But what's the difference between them? Based on our mood, we're going to eat it, right? So same as in the determiners also, we have the same thing, much and more. These two are similar, but we will use it differently based on our concept. Okay, this is what the difference, guys, you have to understand based on the determiners. Each and every, none and no. What's the difference between none and no? I'll say none of your business. This is not your business. No, not none. These three will have these three will have the same meaning. Okay, which means same meaning means which will have the same sweetness. Okay, related to the desert, that will have the same sweetness, but based on our mood we will going to eat it, right? So based on the context we have to use none, not, and no, even though these three have the same concept, right? Same meaning. Now, coming to the next, we have we have indirect and the direct speech. Okay. And another will also be there, students, in this. That is nothing but passive voice and active voice. Most of you will be confused with the passive voice, active voice, indirect speech, and direct speech. Okay. So, indirect and direct speech, passive voice, and active voice, these four are similar. Just a little bit of change you have to do it in it to to tell your sentence to another person. That also we will going to do using the different examples. Okay, I will use the context examples, I will give you the real life example. I may ask any of the student to give the example. This is the fun part of our batch, guys, that I will give opportunity for the students to speak. Okay. Even though you're wrong, speak. Even though you don't know how to pronounce the word, speak. Even though you don't know English, you want to tell in Hindi, speak. You want to tell in Telugu, speak. So that we can translate it to the English language. Clear? Now, next is confusing words. Oh my God, this confusing. Accept, expect. Okay, we will be confused. Accept is correct. expect is correct. Oh, which one is correct? Oh, I'm confused. Okay, so that is nothing but confusing words. Next, we have verb forms. Here, verb forms will have five verb forms. V1, V2, V3, V4, and V5. In detail, we're going to know about it, guys. Okay, don't need to worry. Next, we have idioms. Oh my God, idioms. If you're really interested to go on a high level of English, go with the idioms. Most of the idioms used by the native speakers. Okay, now what do you mean by native speakers? Whose mother tongue is English? For example, our mother tongue is different. I may speak Urdu, you may speak Telugu, someone will speak Punjabi, someone will speak Marathi. Okay, but for the English people, their native language will be English, their mother tongue will be English. So most of them use the idioms. Okay, out of the blue moon. Okay, feeling blue. What's this? Feeling blue? Piece of a cake. If I say commonly, if I go commonly and say one of my students, okay, I may say to Patrick. Okay, for example, he may don't know the idioms. I'll say to Patrick, it's a piece of a cake. Now he'll be like confused. A piece of a cake? What do you mean by piece of a cake? I'm not eating a cake. Why mom is saying piece of a cake? Right. If you don't know the idiom, guys. Same as if Patrick knows the idiom piece of a cake, which means very easy, he'll be like, yeah, mom, that's true. Yeah, this task is like a piece of a cake. Right. So idioms, if you really want to go with the higher level of English, you must know the idioms, you must know the meaning of the idioms, you must know where to use that particular idiom, guys. Okay, next we have homophones, synonyms, and antonyms. Next, one word substitute. Mostly we ignore this one word substitute. Oh, we'll say just group. No, see, for example, flowers, different kind of flowers arranged together. Instead of saying bouquet, we say, oh, different kinds of flowers, so beautiful. Wrong. Okay. Same as we have audience. Okay. But we'll say, oh, many people seeing the concert. No, that's called audience, right? So we mostly ignore the one word substitution that also we're going to do in our session. Simile and metaphor. We mostly avoid these two while doing the conversation, guys. I'm going to tell you how to use simile and metaphor in your conversation. Some proverbs and quotes in English, syllables. Now, the most important part of the grammar that can be used in the writing skills, in the communication skills, in the speaking skills, in all the kind of skills that is tenses. Past, present, future. You all will get confused in this. I know this one. Clear? So this is the grammar. After the grammar, we're going to focus on our one by one skills. First skill will be the communication skills. That will going to include how can you introduce yourself in front of others based on two things: formal, informal. Formal business, informal relatives, any kind of new person. Next, greetings, how to start a conversation. Oh my God, as a humans, we don't know how to start a conversation. We think, ma'am, I'm shy. No, ma'am, I'm afraid. No, ma'am, I'm hesitating to go and talk with the person. Huh? We don't know how to start the conversation. If you don't know how to start the conversation, how you think others should approach you and do the conversation with you? Okay. For example, your trainer is shy. Aisha is shy to start a conversation. Instead of saying, hi, girl, hi, everyone, how are you doing? I'm very shy. I don't know how to start a conversation. I started the meeting and sitting without doing the conversation. Do you all show the interest in my session? Yes or no? Do you all show the interest in my session if I don't speak with you all? What do you think, student? Yes or no? What do you think?
Hello?
Yeah, please.
Yes, please. Can you please remake the sentence, the question, please? Can you please re-ask the question? I didn't
Yeah.
get you. Mhm.
Okay, definitely, Patrick. Wait a minute. Let's Priyanka talk. Okay. Hi, Priyanka. You have a permission. You can please speak. Priyanka. You can please unmute yourself, Priyanka.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Priyanka, please tell me. Any question, Priyanka?
No, no, no question.
Okay. Okay. Patrick, the question was starting a conversation. Okay. So, Patrick, instead of starting a conversation, if I just started the Zoom meeting without speaking, I'm just sitting in front of my laptop. Do you all be interested in my session? Yes
No,
or no? No?
no.
Yeah. And most of the time, Patrick, what we do means instead of speaking, we just sit like being shy, being hesitated, being afraid. We are not in a position to speak. And we think like nobody likes me. So that's the kind of a thing also we will going to do in our batch. That is how one should start a conversation that should be interesting for others, that should make others speak with you. This is what I was telling. Next,
Okay.
coming to the body language. Body language, what do you mean by body language, students? What do you mean by body language?
Uh,
Any idea? Yeah,
can,
Patrick.
yeah. Body language is the expression of your body that goes with what you're trying to tell to people or explain to people. It should be in accordance with your words. I mean, your body and your words are in an equal position to make you understand clear to people.
Definitely. Can you give me the example, Patrick, of this body language?
For example, very simple. If I want to greet someone in front of me and I say good morning, I give him my hand. I shake his hand. It's a polite form to say good morning. I mean,
Perfect.
yes.
Perfect. Very good. So this is one of the example, guys. Greeting is one of the example. If you go to the Japan, if you go to China, they will going to bow in front of you as a kind of a greeting. Right? That's a kind of
Ex-
a body language. If you go to America, if you go to New York, they're going to shake hand with you. If you are in India, they're just going to wave the hand in the air to say hi and bye. Right? So different body language based on the different cultures. Okay, you can't say like, ma'am, I'm in America, I'm only going to bow in front. No, your body language should change based on the environment, guys. Okay, that is also important. Another body language, simple example. Another body language, your eyes. Okay, your eyes. If we want to do something mischievous, go back to your school days when you were sitting with your friend, how you're going to do this stuff, mischievous thing. You're going to do the eyes roll. See that girl. See that boy. Without talking, we use the eyes, right, to do something naughty stuff. That is also considered as the body language, which we don't know earlier, but we are getting to know right now. There are many body language, guys. Okay, watching the clock continuously. This is also a body language. Okay, another, folding your hands while doing the conversation, body language. Shaking your legs while sitting on a chair, body language. Due to anxiety, due to scaredness, we're going to do that kind of thing. Okay, that will also be considered as a body language. Next topic that will come under the communication skills is the self-confidence. Okay, we don't know, are we self-confident or not? Most of the time we think like I am underconfident person. And most of the time we will be overconfident person. So you should know, are you a confident person, underconfident person, or else overconfident person? You should know this. So I'm going to give you some tips to improve your confidence. I'm going to tell you which confident person are you, underconfidence, overconfidence, or else the normal confident person. Now, coming to the writing skills, we have different writing skills that I'm going to explain. Coming, email. Oh my God, email writing. Many of the people will do the mistakes in email writing. Don't tell me. They don't know how to start writing an email. What they're going to do? They're just going to write their consent. That's it. No, that's not the proper way. I'm telling you guys, that's not the proper way. You have to start with the greetings. Then you have to start with the opening sentence. Then you have to go with the body part of an email. Then you have to go with the closing sentence. Then you have to go with the sign off. But most of us, we just go with the main body of an email. We don't know we have to go with the greetings. We don't know we have to go with the opening sentence. We even don't know which opening sentence we have to use in particular email. Oh my God. For example, you're applying for a job. You're not going to use the opening sentence. You'll simply just say, hello, sir, this is my resume. I'm interested in this particular job. Is this a way? No, this is not a way. You have to be particular. For example, if you're writing an email to your client based on some concern or based on some changes in the project, what are you going to do? You're going to just start, hello, this is the changes we want to do in your project. No, this is not a correct way. And at the end, we will just going to say thank you. No, this is not the correct one. You have to go with the closing sentence based on the different types of emails. Now you'll be confused. Huh? Different types of emails? What are that, ma'am? Two emails will be there, students. Formal emails, informal emails. Formal emails for the business persons. Informal for your relatives. Resume. Writing. If you're a fresher, you want to apply for a job. Oh my God, so many mistakes in the resume nowadays. You don't know which thing should come first. You're going to start with the summary first. Later, you're going to start with your hobbies. Wrong. No, it is not like that. There should be a particular pattern you have to follow in your resume. Even though you're an experienced person, you should know your resume will going to be changed based on the market requirements. If you're working in 2012 and you want to change your job in 2025, you are using the same old pattern resume. Wrong, wrong, wrong. You have to change it based on the marketing requirements. Notice writing. Huh, most of us, we don't know notice writing. If our boss says, write a notice to our client particular meeting, we'll be like, notice? How I should start a notice? You don't know what are the things that should come under the notice. There will be a particular pattern for the notice. There will be a particular sequence that you have to go with the date, day. You have to go with the place. You have to go with the timing. You have to go with the venue. Oh my God, you'll skip that all. Next comes the business letters. This will mostly used by the huge MNCs. Okay. Next, we have proposal. We have to write the proposal as well in the business. Hope you know this. Okay. So that also we're going to do report writing. What the report? Meeting report. Have you ever written a meeting report, students? Meeting report, you know, like there is a Zoom meeting going on, or it's virtual meeting is nothing but Zoom meeting, or physical meeting is going on. Someone says you, can you write the report of the meeting? You'll be like confused. What I should write first? What are the things I should include in that blur? You are not having any idea with the report writing. That also we're going to do. Coming to the last skills, that is nothing but our reading skills. Techniques of reading, I'm going to show you. Vocabulary, passage for practice, I'm going to give you. Pronunciation, how to improve your pronunciation. Next, we have the exercises. Each and every topic will include exercise. Next, translation exercise, then the return conversation. These are the topics which I'm going to include in our communication skills in our 30 days of session. Any questions related to the course content? Anything you want me to include in the course content apart from the topics which I just said? Please. Anyone interested to give any suggestions? You want me to include more topics?
Ma'am, please repeat reading skills.
Reading skills. Okay, this one. Techniques of reading. There will be a different. Who asked that question? Okay, I'll tell you. So, reading skills, student, there will be a particular techniques you have to use in the reading. Okay, there will be two kind of reading. First reading, we do this for a hobby. Okay, just as a hobby. For example, I have a hobby of reading the books. I can take any book, I can read it, and I can leave it. Okay, another technique is for the understanding purpose. Okay, we take a particular book, business book is there. I'm going to take that book, I'm going to open that book, I'm going to understand each and every concept of a business. This is nothing but techniques of reading. Vocabulary is nothing but learning the new words daily. Okay, some of us don't know. For example, beautiful is there. Okay, what's the vocabulary for beautiful? We always use you look so beautiful, you look so beautiful. Apart from the beautiful, there are other words you have to use. You can use gorgeous, stunning, awesome, fabulous. These are the other words you should use. That is nothing but vocabulary. Okay, next we'll go. Okay, so that is nothing but vocabulary. Passage for practice is nothing but student. I'll give you the passages to practice. It may be related to the higher level of English or it may be related to the lower level of English. And pronunciation. There will be some words, students, that you can't pronounce. I'm going to give you a simple tricks and tips to do that particular pronunciation. Okay. And this is related to the reading skill. Do you know about the levels of English, guys? How many of you knows the level of English? Levels of English. Level. What's your English level? If someone asks you, what's your English level? What are you going to say? A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Any idea regarding this A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2? Any idea? Okay, I'll give you the explanation. I'll give you the explanation. Don't know. Don't know. Okay, this short form Ram use don't know. Okay, which means don't know. Okay.
Can I say something about it?
Yeah, Patrick, please.
I think it goes from A1 to B2, means A1, A2, B1, B2. Like A1 is for beginners, basics.
Mm-hmm.
A2, I think it's beginners, but average.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, B1 is intermediate,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 is intermediate but top level.
Okay, and
Those are the one I know.
no, that's correct. Actually, that's correct, Patrick. Little bit correct, I can say. Okay, but if you go in the details, there will be a detailed pattern, students, related to your English level, which you don't know actually. Okay,
Mhm.
which you don't know actually. So there will be like A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, and C2 levels, guys. Okay. Now coming to the A1, guys, that is very basic. Okay, basic is nothing but not knowing the much vocabulary, not knowing the much grammar, not knowing the techniques, not knowing the tenses. We are just using it basically, like how a sixth class kid will going to use the basic. Okay, that is nothing but A1. Okay, so what will A1 include? A1 include the like time, telling a time. Okay, simple sentences it will include. Difference between tenses, this is nothing but A1. Coming to the A2, guys, it will include the usage of the questions. Okay, how you can ask a question based on different position. What's the difference between the modal verbs and the normal verbs? That is nothing but A2, which means upper level. From the basic, a little bit more. Okay, now coming to the B1, it's like mid intermediate level. B1 and B2 is considered as the intermediate level. Okay, and B1 and B2 include parts of speech. B1 and B2 includes parts of speech, all adjectives, types of conjunctions, types of preposition, how we can use particular preposition based on that. Now, coming to the C1 and C2. This is considered as a very higher level, guys. Okay, very higher level means IELTS. Okay, TOEFL. Okay, native speaker will go with this kind of C1 and C2. Okay, that will include similes and metaphor. That is also included in our course content. Okay, that will include synonyms and antonyms. Yeah, it is included in our course content. That will also include the active voice and passive voice. Yeah, that is included in our uh, content. Quotation marks, that is nothing but punctuation marks. Yeah, that is also included in our course content. So if you see, guys, my course content is a mixture of all the levels, right? A1 to C1. Okay, why I don't go with the C2? It will be a more highest level, guys. But if you come till C1, C2 will be more easy for you. So we included all the levels of English in our course content so that every student from basic to the higher, they should be easily understandable, all the communication skills, all the grammar parts. Okay, this is all we included in our course content. So simply, as just now said by the Patrick, A1, A2 is the basic, B1, B2 is the intermediate level, C1 and C2 is the higher level of English. And our course content is a mixture of all the levels. Clear? Now, moving on to the next, I hope there is no doubt in the course content. Anyone is having any doubt in the course content? Please, you can raise your hand and let me know. Clear?
B1 and B2.
Huh? B1 and B2? What's confused? Yeah, Shik, you can speak. What confusion you're having in B1 and B2? That's the intermediate level. That will include mostly the parts of speech and the types of sentences. That is included in our course content, and we will going to have a 1 hour of a session for that particular topic. Okay, if 1 hour is not sufficient, don't worry. Oh, 1 hour is done, ma'am will going to close the session, even the topic is not completed. No, we're going to go with the 1 hour and 10 minutes, 1 hour and half an hour. I'll go with this. Okay, don't worry regarding that. Clear? Any more questions? Any more questions? Yeah, students, you can ask me if you have any questions. All are satisfied with the course content? Anything you want me to include? Ma'am, what is C1 and C2 is? It's a level of English. Maliha Khan, it's a level of English duo. C1 and C2 is considered as the higher level of English. Most of us, we will not go with the C1 and C2 because it is considered the most difficult level. But it's not that much difficult. Once you understand A1, A2, B1, and B2, it's easy for you to understand C1 and C2. And how you can improve your, how you can achieve C1 and C2 means by doing the daily practice, you can achieve the C1 and C2. C1 and C2 will include the native pronunciations, accent, sentences, punctuation marks, and it will include phrases and clauses. It will include nominalization. It will include building word with prefix and suffix. That is also be included in our session. Okay? Right, Maliha?
Yes.
Okay. Clear. So that was all about our course content, and that was my introduction as a trainer. Now, coming to the our session, we're going to understand what actually the rules of our session that we have to follow daily. Rules means don't be like, oh my god, ma'am, what is this rules? Now don't tell me, guys, ma'am, rules are meant to be broken. No, okay. In our batch, rules are meant to be followed. Okay, because this is the simple rules, guys. That is, be confident, be positive, don't be hesitate to ask the questions, don't be shy. Always clear your queries before the session ends. If session ends, you'll be like, oh shit, I didn't ask this question to ma'am. Oh, I missed it. No, 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 no regret. Okay. So you should ask me the question if you have any. You want me to repeat anything? Tell me, ma'am, stop. Please repeat this one. I'm going to repeat it. Okay. I'm not like, huh? Why are you asking me to repeat this? No, I'm not like that. I'm going to repeat it for you. So considered me as your friend instead of considering me as a trainer. Why? Why ma'am is saying to consider as a friend, not as a trainer? Because with the friend, we won't be shy to share our doubts. We won't be shy to tell our friend, come on, repeat it. I didn't hear it. Okay. So make sure you should do it. Okay. Clear, student. And next is
Clear.
try to speak as much as possible. Patrick, yeah, Patrick, you can speak, Patrick, please.
Yes, sorry. No, I don't know, but I didn't lower my hand, but I just saw it. I raised my hand without, I touched the screen without any kind of
Okay,
thing.
okay.
Just, yeah, it's a mistake of mine. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. We all do the mistakes. That's all right. Okay. So
Thank you.
don't be sorry. Yeah. So you can learn anything, students. Why I'm saying why the seventh point is included, ma'am? Because there will be some difficult topics, students, that you won't be able to understand easily. What is that? That is nothing but tenses. You will be confused with the continuous tense and perfect continuous tense. Okay. You'll be like, ma'am, continuous, perfect continuous. What is perfect? Then what is perfect continuous? If the action is in a continuous manner, why we are saying it has a perfect continuous? So you'll be confused with this kind of things, guys. So you should know you can learn anything, and if you have any questions, you can ask me, okay? And I'm always here to help you. These are the simple rules of our daily sessions that you have to follow. Okay, clear. Now, moving on to the next related to the communication skill. So before I explain what is communication skill, any one of you, as your general knowledge, can you tell me what is communication skill is all about? What is communication skill?
What can I say something?
Yeah, please, please, please.
Okay, for me, the what I call communication skills are those little tools that help you to make you more understandable to people who you are interacting with. Communication skills are those way of you to express easily what you want people to understand or the message that you want to translate or transmit to people. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay. Okay, that was good. Yeah. So in a common. Okay. Patrick said in a very, very complex way manner. Maybe for some students, it's like, oh, well, ma'am, what Patrick is saying, ma'am, components and all. So I'll tell you in a simple way, guys. Okay. So communication skills will include the way you do the conversation. Okay. Now, way of doing a conversation. What do you mean by way of doing the conversation? Okay. Now, way of doing a conversation is means, guys, it should be simple, easily understandable by the others. Just now, Patrick said the same thing. Your words should be easily understandable by the others. That is nothing but a communication skills. Okay. Communication skills will help you guys to build your relationships. Now, relationship is not like partner relationship. It can be in a business, with your colleagues, with your boss, in making the friends. Okay, next, resolving conflicts, achieving success in both personal and professional life. Now, communication skills will include other skills as well, guys. Okay, what are the skills that will include in the communication skills? Verbal communication. Okay. Verbal communication means, guys, using your words in an effective manner. Okay. Effective manner is nothing but you should choose the right words based on the situation. Example, someone's birthday's day. Okay. So what we will do in the birthday, we'll sing a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. So based on the situation, I know, oh, this is the song I have to sing. Happy birthday. My friend's birthday is there. Okay. But instead of choosing that song, I'm choosing some another song. Okay, birthday is there, but I'm choosing another song, sad song I'm choosing, maybe sad song I'm choosing. Okay, and I'm singing a very sad song in the birthday party. So it's like you are not choosing your words correctly based on your situation, right? Same as we will going to have the non-verbal communication, which means without using the words, you will express yourself. Okay. For example, someone, you're happy for someone. Okay. You will not going to use your words. You're just going to use your hand. Clap for claps. Okay, I'm doing the claps, which means, oh, ma'am is appreciating us. Ma'am is clapping without the words, which means she is showing the appreciation, right? Same as, guys, for example, you're going in a funeral. Okay, you're going in a funeral. You have to act like you're sad. But you and your friend is, laughing there. So, do you think your non-verbal communication suits with the situation? No. So that also you have to choose wisely. That is nothing but non-verbal communication. Apart from this, we will going to have the written communication, which means just now I explained you email writing, grammar, passage writing, diary writing, okay, making a journal, that is also be included in the written communication. Next, we have listening. Listening skills are the most important skills which will comes under the communication skill. If you're not a good listener, sorry, you're not a good speaker. I must say this. If you're not a good listener, you're not a good speaker. Why? What's the reason, ma'am? See, I'm the one speaking. You are the one listening. Okay, you are the one listening. If I ask you the question, particular student, I'll ask the question, guys, can you tell me what qualification I said you just now? They'll be like, what ma'am said? Some student will be like, yeah, ma'am, I remember you said you have done the master's in English literature, which means he or she is having a good listening skills. Okay, listening skills. Now there will be a difference between listening and hearing. Any idea listening and hearing? For example, you'll say, I am hearing to you. Someone will say, I am listening to you. What's the difference between listening and hearing? For example, let's imagine. Okay, I am crying. I'm crying in front of you all. Oh God, I'm feeling sad. I'm crying, guys. So one of the students is saying, yeah, ma'am, I'm listening to you. Another student is saying, yeah, ma'am, I'm hearing what you are saying. What's the difference between hearing and listening? Come on, tell me now. What's the difference between hearing and listening?
I think hearing, you can hear without really listening. You can hear a noise or sound, but your mind is somewhere else. But listening is paying attention to what somebody is telling you.
Perfect. Very good. This is the correct answer, actually. So hearing is nothing but, guys, we are not concentrating what the person is saying. Let that person say, I'm not interested. We do this kind of things most of the lectures during our college days, right? Our lecturer will going to give a lecture, long lecture based on some stories and all. We'll wait. Let him say and go. Who will going to listen to him? And some toppers will be there. They're going to listen to that. Okay. And if the professor is asking a question, they'll be like, Professor, I have a question. I have a question. So that means the toppers used to listen. And we as a backbencher, we just hear what he says. Okay. So this is the common difference between the hearing and listening. So if you want to be a good communicator, guys, you have to be a good listener. Okay. For example, someone is telling you the story. Okay. Maybe it's kind of a good experience. Maybe it's a kind of a bad experience. Okay. You should be a good listener. Okay. You should listen so that when they ask you, can you please give me the suggestion? Can you please help me in this? You should be in a position. Yeah, come on. I'll help you in this. Why you will be confident? Because you listen to the concern of a person. Right. Same as our children is there. Okay, he or she come to you. Mom, dad, uncle, auntie, can you please help me with the maths homework? Okay, that's related to the addition, maybe. So, addition, I'm very confident. Give me, I'll do the addition. Same as if 10th class student come to you with the trigonometry chapter, that's the hardest one in the maths in the 10th class. So that person come to you, uncle, auntie, can you please help me with the trigonometry? We'll be like, oh my god, trigonometry, I skipped this chapter during my school days, how I can help this. So what we will do, we will start pretending here, because we don't have to lose the confidence. Confidence is important, students, right? So we'll say, trigonometry, this is very easy, let me teach you, right? Or sometimes what we will do means we'll do the over smart thing here. We'll say, ah, your teacher didn't explain you this one. Go tell to your teacher to explain, right? So that is the reason, student, confidence is very important in your life. Okay, so that children will be like, oh my God, my uncle auntie is very confident with the trigonometry. Same as in the listening skills also will be the same. If you listen to the person, you'll be confident enough to reply or respond to that person. That is how the listening skills is very important in the communication skills, guys. Okay, next, showing the empathy. What's the difference between empathy, sympathy, and apathy? A-P-A-T-H-Y, E-M-P-A-T-H-Y, S-Y-M-P-A-T-H-Y. Any idea, guys? Empathy, sympathy, apathy. Empathy, sympathy, apathy. Difference between these three. Any idea? Do you think you show the empathy towards others? Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Sheikh, is that you? You can speak, please. Yeah, someone was speaking. Don't hesitate, students. Come on. I told you, considered me as a friend. Yeah, Patrick. See how Patrick is
Yeah.
confident.
When we talk about empathy, is when we have the capacity to be altruist, mean that we put ourselves on the other person's shoes to try to understand him easily, and then that brings more empathy, which is actually we understand the person's emotions.
Yeah.
Showing sympathy is to be nice with
Mm,
people, nice with someone. What can I say apart from nice? I mean, show love. I'm gonna say that way. To show love to someone, and yeah, to be in accordance with that person. That means show sympathy. Also, it can be, I mean, just being nice with people. When with someone, you may not know the person, but I mean, you're just sympathetic with the person according to the conversation you guys are having or the situation the person is facing, and you're just showing sympathy. But empathy, as I said, is just to put yourself on someone's shoes to understand better his emotions.
mm.
The other word was what?
Apathy. A-P-A-T-H-Y. Apathy.
Oh, that one.
So no?
No, I did not say something.
Okay, I'll tell you. No need to worry. Okay. So, sympathy, empathy, apathy. Guys, most of us will go with the sympathy and apathy. Okay. Now, apathy is nothing but, guys, for example, I am suffering from headache. Okay. I'm like saying, students, I'm suffering from a headache today. You'll be like, oh, yeah, ma'am, I can understand your pain. Why? Every common person will suffer from a headache, right? So you know how the headache will be. Oh, guys, my headache means you're like, yeah, ma'am, I can understand your headache. Go and sleep, ma'am. Don't take the session. Be relaxed, ma'am. Don't stress, ma'am, because you know. Okay, you suffer with the same thing. That is nothing but empathy, showing me the empathy. Next is nothing but sympathy. Okay, sympathy. Okay, one married couple is there and a single person is there. Okay, so married girl is saying, oh, I have to do laundry, I have to cook, I have to send the children to the school, I have to send my partner to the office, then again I have to clean my house and everything. Okay, in front of a single person, okay, who is not married. So that person will be like, oh, I feel very sorry for you. Hope you will do less work in the future. Which means I'm not in the position of that person. I'm not cleaning the home. I'm not having any kids. I'm not having a husband. I'm just saying, feeling sorry for that person. Oh, so sorry for you. Hope something good happen for to you in the future. Sympathy. Okay. Next, apathy. A-P-A-T-H-Y. Nowadays, everyone is showing apathy. No one is having the sympathy or empathy with them. What do you mean by apathy? Not interested, eh? Ma'am said headache. What we should do? Ma'am is suffering from the headache. What we should do? We are here. We paid money. We want to hear the session. I don't care. She suffered from the headache. She suffered from the throat pain. We don't care. We are here to learn. Come on, ma'am. Start the session. Take the half an hour session, ma'am, at least. That is nothing but apathy, which means showing no concern, no emotions, no feelings, right? And nowadays, we can mostly see these kind of things. That is nothing but apathy. Okay. So, as a good communication person, as a good communicator, guys, you have to show empathy towards others, which means you have to understand the pain of others, guys. That is nothing but empathy. Next, that will comes under the communication skills as clarity and consent. What do you mean by clarity? See, for example, I want to say something to you. I'm saying like, do you understand something? You'll be like, huh, man, what happened? What are you saying? I can't understand, ma'am. Nothing is clear, ma'am. You'll be like this. What if I'll say, oh, hi, guys, how are you? You'll be like, oh, yeah, ma'am. Now you're clear. Yeah, tell me, ma'am, how are you doing? You're going to ask, right? So your words should be clear and concise, which means correct, which means understandable by the other person. Clarity and concise. Most important, that is confident. Just now I've given the example, right? Trigonometry. You should be confident enough so that the others should believe in you. Okay. Giving and receiving of feedback, that will also comes under the communication students. Let me just okay, that will comes under the feedback. Most of us, receiving the feedback, we are very angry. For example, if I tell some person, your pronunciation is wrong, correct it. That person like, oh, you know everything about pronunciation. I know, ma, I'm right. We will be like this. Okay. So this kind of person will not learn anything, guys. Okay. Because that person is not confident, but overconfident. Okay. Someone is telling you are doing a mistake. What's our responsibility? We should learn from that mistake. But we'll be like, you know everything. We'll do like this. So we should not do like this. That is nothing but receiving and giving a feedback. Okay. Last, that will comes like adaptability. What do you mean by adaptability? We will just write this adaptability in our strengths in our resume. But what's the real meaning of adaptability? Any idea?
Adaptability.
Yeah,
What is meant by
adaptability. Yeah, adaptability.
I think adaptability is the capacity to adjust yourself to a situation.
Yeah, perfect. So this is related to the situation. What if it's related to the communication? It means adjusting your communication style based on the different audiences. Okay. For example, okay. For example, here, first, a kid is there, 5 years kid. Okay, you can't speak English with the 5 years of kid. Hey, how are you? I'm doing fine. You can't do that. That 5 years kid will be confused. What uncle is saying? What aunt is saying? They will see you with the confusion. Okay, now what's your adaptive? If you're having an adaptability, you will be like 5 years of kid. You will do some funny faces. You'll go do with some funny, clown faces. You'll do so that 5 years kid should be attracted towards you, right? That is nothing but adaptability, guys. Based on the audiences, you are changing the way of communication. Same as you go with the old person, 60 to 70 age. Okay, how you're going to be like, you're going to be very gentle. Hello, uncle. Hello, auntie. Same as go with the same age of person. Hi, buddy. What's up? What's going on? Right? We're going to beat also. Okay. Same we can't do with the 80s or 70s years of uncle, auntie. Right? They are very old. We have to be respectful towards them. Same as you can't like with the 5 years of kid, you're going and beating. Hi, what's up, buddy? That's not the correct thing, right? You should be gentle with the baby. How are you? Like this, your voice will also be changed. That is nothing but adaptability. So this all this empathy, clarity, adaptability, uh, active listening are the core principles of communication skills. This is what our batch is all about, students. Okay, what I was explaining from that time, I'm just telling you, no, I was explaining you what is actually communication skill is all about. Seeing, hearing, tasting, touch, smelling. This all will comes under the communication skill, and this we will going to do in our daily communication one by one in our session. Understand now? Question? Any questions? Any questions? Class is fun, right? Any questions? Yeah, Patrick.
No,
Yeah.
no, mistake of
Okay.
mine. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry. I just
Okay.
wanted to say, yeah, the class is fine as you asked. The class is fine, yes.
Yeah, okay. So how many of you think like class is good? We're going to attend the class tomorrow as well. What do you think, guys? Do I need to change my teaching for you all? It's fine, right? We are doing fun. We are using the real life examples. Apart from the real life example, we use the concept example as well. What do you think? Good?
Yeah, I
I
think
want
it's
to
good.
respond. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
Patrick, please continue.
I think it's good. I think the way of you to the approach that you're having to make us go deep into the main topic is really interesting, coming from the basis, which are actually things that we live every day in our life. Now we understand. I mean, the way of you to introduce it makes me more understand how it is important for you to make yourself understand or to analyze and understand situations. Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, Patrick. Nowadays, everyone, like most of the people, they are lacking behind in the communication skills.
Mhm.
Okay, they're lacking. How means, for example, I want to say you something regarding my life. Okay, so I don't know which words I should use. I don't know how to express my sadness to you. So this all will comes under what? This all will comes under the communication skills actually. And you all will think like, communication skills is not that much important. No, nowadays communication skills is important, both in the business concept and the personal concept students. Okay. So as today is the day one session, I won't force anyone to speak, but from tomorrow I want every student to speak with me so that I should know by what my students are all about. I should know like what my students will do. I should know what my students are doing here. And I want you all to give your introduction tomorrow. What the introduction should include? Just include your name, not much. Include your name, your job, where are you from? That's it. I don't want other details. Okay, that's it. That's enough for us to communicate daily in our sessions. All right. So these things will be there. And tomorrow we're going to continue the same concept. We're going to understand more in depth related to the communication. We're going to understand types of communication. What is the goal of a communication? Okay. We're going to understand process of a communication. We say it as encoding and decoding. What's that encoding and decoding? I'm going to explain in detail to you. Okay, components of communication, history, how do you study, how do you improve your communication skills. That all we will going to do in our tomorrow session. Today was just the basics, students. Okay, I explain you the basics of a communication skills. Tomorrow We'll go more in depth related to the communication skills. If possible, we're going to play a game as well tomorrow that will be related to the communication skills, mostly related to the vocabulary. I hope you all will join tomorrow. So are you all satisfied with the today's session?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, Patrick is super satisfied. I can say that. What about others? Others are there. R. Sharma, Maxwell, Francis, Gauri, Maliha, Priyanka Ram, Somu, others. Fine, fine. Sai. Okay, yeah. Bernardin. Yeah. Fine, guys. Okay, yeah, I'm good. So all are ready to join the session tomorrow. Give me a yes in a chat box. Come on. Oh, no need to worry. You have to practice it. Sheikh, you have to practice it with me. You have to practice. You have to try until you speak it properly. Make sure you should speak with me on the daily basis. Okay? Yes. Yeah, oh my God. So many yes I can see in the chat box. Yeah, Sheikh. Come on. Tell me. Speak. You want to say something, Sheikh? Fine. Okay, yeah. I can see many yes in a chat box, which means you all are really satisfied and excited about tomorrow's session. So, guys, meet you in tomorrow's session. For today's notes, it was a general notes. I'm going to share with you what the communication skills is all about and everything. So, if you're interested in our session, make sure you should do the payment so that you should never miss the videos. You should never miss the notes. And if you're having a doubts like, ma'am, what if I miss the session? Can I get the notes? Can I get the videos? Yeah, definitely you will get it. That will have a lifetime access. Oh, sleep after a 1 month, see it. After 2 years, see it. Lifetime access for our notes and recordings. Make sure, students, you should ask me the doubts if you have any. Okay, don't be like, ma'am will going to tell this and that. No, not going to tell. Okay. So that's it in our today's session, guys. Day 1 demo is completed. Tomorrow will be the day 2. Notes and recordings, you have to do the payments. See you tomorrow. Till that, take care of yourselves. I'm going to give a simple
Notes,
exercise
please.
for you to do. Yeah?
Ma'am, notes
Hmm?
Telegram channel.
No. Website. If you're a paid student, there is a website. For the paid student, check your email. You get a you'll get a steps to follow to check the recordings and the notes. Check it for
Okay.
the paid students. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a simple exercise for today, guys. Do it. Tomorrow I'm going to ask the questions based on that. Okay. So till tomorrow, take care of yourself. Keep practicing. Be confident. And meet you tomorrow. Take care. Good night for my Indian students and for my foreign students. Good day. Bye-bye.